risk and gives us, and hopefully we get, like I said, on average, we get about 4 to 5 opportunities. As we are bouncing off of our pivot area here. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Yeah, maybe we'd probably go to the new to the SEP contract on Thursday, I would think. Usually that's when they switch over. All right, we're just kind of hanging here around our pivot. All right, slowly dripping down here a little bit. We're looking at the 27 area, a little bit of support. We got down to, what is that, 28 and change there. Again, if you want to make a little bit of an adjustment, you could. The energy crisis across the world has taken a turn for the worse and is now set to impact nearly every corner of the globe economically. Supply remains scarce and expensive to bring knock-on effects throughout many industries that have already been dealing with soaring inflation as we continue to come down here to the 27 area. All right, market trying to give us a little bit of rotation here against our 27 area. Got up to 29 and change there. All right, getting a nice little pop back up here against our 27. Hmm. Well, I mean, they started on Friday. I mean, the Friday bonds here are taking a little bit of a dive to the downside, as you can see. They are going to be under a lot of pressure here. All right, giving you choices here as to what to do with those 27s. I mean, we're working this. I mean, again, you can not like the price action. You could take a little bit and give us good 2 solid points on that quick rotation, depending on how you're scaling in. Maybe you scaled in a little bit better. Again, we are scalping the market. The market is giving us opportunity here to trade the level and trying to give us our. Maybe if you got in on the lower end of the scale there, you're getting a little bit more than 3 points. And now you're getting 3 points right now here against the 30. So nice little trade there. And just went down to 25 and the 24 area there and just pop right back up. So nice little trade there if you did jump in against our area there. Again, we're looking for areas. So we're scaling in around the level and looking for opportunities to scalp as the bond market here definitely getting dumped on this morning, down almost well, 0.75, and that's a big move here in the bond market. As definitely looking at 3/4 point rotations there in the for the increase in the from the Fed this in the September meeting. As we're getting a nice little rotation here against our 27 area. Again, we're looking for levels to scalp the market. That was the first support level that we gave out. If we look at the chat, you will find the levels that we gave out this morning before the market opened up. And that gives us a good kind of use those as a guide to the day, right? You can add to them, we can add to them, we can subtract from them, we can tweak them a little bit. Although things are what we do here, and we're scalping here on an everyday basis. Next support level on the downside was down at the 19 area. Again, market here under a little bit of pressure. You can see the bond market here kind of continues its sell-off. Natural gas, European benchmark natural gas futures jumped as much as 35% on Monday after Russia said that the key Nord Stream pipeline would remain shut beyond last week's 3-day maintenance halt. The Kremlin had originally insisted that the closure was due to a leak, but now says that supplies will be suspended until the collective West lifts sanctions. Moscow will also retaliate if the G7 imposes price caps on Russian oil. EU Energy Minister will gather for an emergency meeting in Brussels on Friday to discuss the coordinated response, with gas futures soaring more than 280% year to date. Just pathetic what that individual is doing to hundreds of millions of people. Just pathetic. Well, I mean, the Europeans are they got themselves into this little hole here by depending on on the Russians for gas. And now he's just like trying to. This is the only weapon he has really to try to get back at everybody, because he's losing a war. Doesn't want to talk about it. He's trying to create some tumult in Europe over this winter, which he's starting to do already. And it's the only thing he can do to try to create some dysfunction in Europe, which is what he's trying to do. But the guy's a nut job. He tried to go into a country that he thought he could take over in a couple of weeks, and he's not taking it over. And he's like losing a battle, and now he's like going after Europe. Why not, right? I just don't get it. People are messed up. WTI crude jumped back over $90 a barrel after OPEC recommended $100,000 barrel per day reduction in production cuts starting in October amid fears over demand and global recession. The decision will have little effect on actual production, since the group output is already running well below target, but the psychological impact is clear. The small cut effectively reverses a $100,000 increase that OPEC said it would add to the market after Biden visited in Saudi Arabia. And then they have California declared a power emergency on Monday and expects all-time record demand today, as the heat wave that had pushed temperatures past 110 degrees Fahrenheit threatens to stretch the state's electrical capacity to its limits. The Ukraine power plant, the largest nuclear power plant in years, has also been fully disconnected from the electricity and power grid due to the shelling from Russian forces. As we continue to downtick, coming down here to the 19 area. Ooh, little action here, so be a little bit careful. Keep your stops in place. We are getting some volatility, that's for sure. Okay, working this 19 area here just a little bit. All right, 19 coming up here, got up to giving us our 2 points right now. Let's see if we can't take a little bit more out of it. It did get down to 18, so if you did scale in there, and actually got down lower than that all the way down. There we go. Now we got a nice little push up here, especially if you scaled in. You got to take some profits off. Again, we're just looking for areas that we think that the market will give us those opportunities to scalp and give us a little bit of a rotation, and we look for the next opportunity. We're not trying to find a direction here. As soon as you've had those big rally, those big moves in the market out of nowhere. Sometimes they come because people get, they see the trend in the market, they jump on, and all of a sudden it reverses and catches everybody short. So, but that's not what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to find areas that we feel that will give us those scalping opportunities, levels, plus any price action opportunities that might occur, and we get those every now and then. We had them on Friday, and every now and then, but you have to let the market kind of set it up. We're not looking for, not creating those opportunities. We let the market create it for us. So we have the energy situation that I don't think is going to go away anytime soon, and it's going to it's creating a little bit of problem here in the market, at least for sure in Europe. It's talking about rations now. They're talking about capping prices. They're talking about all kinds of things, trying to figure out what to do. I mean, again, they knew this was coming, and surprised that they don't have a plan already, because this was, he was going to do this no matter what. A complete nut job over there, creating some craziness in the world. Just what we need, right? On top of the craziness everywhere else. All right, next support level we have is down at the 09 area. I mean, like I've said before, nothing's etched in stone. We try to get 3 or 4 points. If the market's not giving us those 3 or 4 points, we can get out. Especially if you're trading multiple contracts, you got 2.5 points. Especially if you traded the lower end of the scale, you got a little bit more. So hopefully, you got to take those profits, especially since we are counter trending here, and especially since there's some momentum here to the downside. So just here, we will find that area where we get in and they rally 10, 15 points. Those areas will show up, but in the interim, you have to, take the profits what the market gives us and then move on. And that's, if you're trading multiple contracts, that's how you'll be able to manage those and be able to take a little bit more than 2 or 3 points out of some of these trades. Again, if anybody here has any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. We welcome questions. And also, if you look at the chat, we're going to show the levels we gave out this morning. Again, we use them as a guide to the day. We trade here every day. We're trading mini S&Ps, looking for opportunities to scalp these markets with the levels and any price action opportunities that might occur. And there are the levels for you in the chat. As you can see, we had the support level there at 27 that gave us a nice rotation. Then the 19 here worked. And now our next level of that we're going to focus in on is going to be down at the 09 area. Could you have gotten short anywhere? Only, I mean, it hung around the pivot there and rotated back up over it a few times. So kind of, it was trying to decide whether they wanted to, were the selling going to come in or is it going to be buyers? Obviously the selling came in, but you would have to guess. I mean, if could have easily gone the other way, that's for sure. Bonds here really under a lot of pressure, creating a little bit of a definite, a definite reaction. Remember, we had bonds and S&Ps moving in unison, which is usually not the case. Usually they kind of do their own thing. But lately, especially because interest rates are going up, they've kind of been rotating in the same direction. As we're coming down here to the 09 area. All right, we're gonna stall there at 10. Maybe you got in at the upper end of the range there. All right, coming down here to the 09 area now. If you didn't jump in above, again, just find those areas that the market will give us an opportunity to scalp and just keep your stops in place. Okay, working the 09 area here. Okay, for some odd reason, my charts have frozen up here a little bit. So I have no idea why. Okay. Again, my charts are got just frozen just now. I have no idea why, so bear with me. Everything was working hunky-dory until just now. I don't think it's being overloaded, but okay, I see. Okay, again, we're working the 09 here, giving you plenty of chances here to decide how you want to trade it. Now we're getting a nice little push up here. Very nice trade there against our 09. Just took a little teensy weensy bit of heat, got down to 08, and then popped up here. Again, if you're trying to hold some contracts, maybe you're getting a little bit more here. Okay, now I've lost the charts completely. What the hell? Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Brad, you there? Hmm. This is fun.
It's just, yeah, they're working now, right? They just all moved.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. What's happening there?
The Russians.
Yeah, the Russians are attacking. Russians are coming. I wouldn't put it past anybody. These days. All right. So the 09 level worked there very nicely. Took again just a little bit of heat there. All we're trying to do is scalp the market based on the levels we just gave out. And there they are in the chat. Hopefully the chat's working. Crazy. Yeah, it was weird. That's all I can say. All right. Well, that's good. Anyway, at least it distracted me from my trade and I got my profit. So that's good. Let's see here. British Foreign Secretary Liz Truss has been named leader of the governing Conservative Party on Monday, making her the next UK Prime Minister after the scandalous plagued resignation of Boris Johnson. Truss edged out Rishi Sunak, who raised taxes following the pandemic and was seen as an instrumental force in bringing down Johnson's government by resigning as Chancellor of Exchequer. Sounds so good. It's such a good name back in July. Exchequer, the Chancellor of Exchequer. The new UK leadership will have to contend, I should say, with serious cost of living crisis, skyrocketing inflation, and running at a 40-year high of over 10%. Welcome to the new world. Truss has previously pledged to set clear direction of travel for monetary policy, as well as review of the Bank of England's mandate that led to greater oversight by members of parliament. She also wants to reverse corporate tax increases to help low-income households and small businesses dealing with spiraling energy costs. While she has declined to give details of these measures, she has prompted to act quickly, coming up with a plan to tackle a rising energy bill, secure future supplies within a week. Yeah, good luck with that one. The stance of private investors to worry about more government debt at the time when borrowing costs are surging. Weakness in the pound has also been compounded and just hit the lowest level versus the US dollar since 1985. Uncertainty over economic policies and ability to control inflation, as well as pledged to review the remit of the Bank of England, as a relentless rally in the greenback has been a factor in descending of the sterling, and something that the pound could even fall to parity with the dollar by 2023. I think I mean, right now the U.S. has probably got the strongest, even though things are perilous all over the world. Right now, it's probably the place to be, right? Especially with Europe that's being blackmailed. All of Europe. Well, I don't know how big Europe is, but at least got to be a couple 100 million people there, maybe more. All right, those are the levels that you see in the chat. Let me give you some more levels here to the downside. Like I said last week, we don't know which way markets are going. All we can do is trade them as we come quickly down here to the 3,900 level. Okay. All right, so kind of extending some, quickly coming down here quick. As we are having to work this one just a little bit. And again, giving you choices to get out. You don't have to, if you don't like the price action. I'll give you some more levels here in a minute. Didn't know we were breaking that quickly here. All right, again, give you a chance there to exit that trade, as we definitely hit some stops in here, as you could see. Coming down here to the 89 area. All right. Again, this quick rotation down there. And we're looking at again, I didn't even realize it was going down there so fast when I was sitting there about to give you some more levels. Let me give you some more levels now. Coming back up here to this even area. All right, we hit those stops there. Got those stops. Again, there's always news coming out also, right, that we're not going to be privy to. So, especially now that we're talking about all these things that are happening, a lot of policy changes, but Europe right now is in the middle of the afternoon, so who knows what they're doing or saying, and anything can happen here in the United States. They could create some volatility here to the downside. So that's why we always keep our stops in place. Again, give you a quick rotation down there and give you a chance to work that trade just a little bit. Yeah, I do have some more numbers here. Let me let me give you those levels underneath. I've got 89, then I've got 79, 68, 57, 43, and then 33. 79, 68, 57, 43, and then 33. Okay, there they are. And we added those levels to the chat. Again, be a little bit careful here with the 89. We came down to their 92, especially with this added volatility all of a sudden in the market. Bonds here continue to push to the downside, I think creating a little bit of a issue. And the VIX is up to 27. Very nice. Again, the higher the VIX, more volatility you're going to get. But that also correlates to the market going down. You're going to get VIX that always increases when the market's pushed to the downside. Now kind of just hanging here on the lows. Our next support level I have is down at 89. But again, like I said, be a little bit careful there around the 89. All right, continue to downtick here a little bit. Again, be a little bit mindful of that. Manage your risk a little bit there against the 89 for the reasons we talked about. No problem. Could we repeat the levels in the chat? And there they are. Again, I got the original, additional levels, I should say. Now we come down here to, again, we said be a little bit careful there against the 89. So adjust there a little bit or cancel it and wait for the 79. All right, hopefully you adjusted there a little bit, got in a little bit less than 89, maybe 88 or 87. And you're getting a nice little rotation here against it. Again, that was simply because of the price action. You have to look at the price action. This is where I come in before, and I said we tweak the levels. They're there, but we also have to learn how to manage them a little bit and tweak them. All right, again, we got down to the 89 and adjusted 89 there. Maybe you were adjusted just a little bit so that you can get in a little bit better. And this is all right there, Philip. You have a good one. He got in there, made a little bit of an adjustment uh, due to the way the market reacted for just prior to that. All right, we gave you those additional levels to the downside. Next support level we had was down to the 79 area. Again, we just kind of hit the even area, kind of ran us through a little bit. Hopefully, we were able to maybe get out of someone. It did rotate back one time and then kind of fell off. But we did do okay with the 89 area there when we adjusted a little bit. Even if you didn't adjust, you did okay with it. And now we're just kind of hanging here. We got through that dominating bar low. Oh gosh, my charts are just having fun again. They're having trouble. Somebody's having trouble with my charts this morning. They have stopped working again. So hopefully they'll kick in soon. Again. Okay, again, my charts have frozen up again. I have no idea why. We're trading up at the 98. So nice little rotation there against that 89 area. All right, market coming back up here to that even area. I got resistance right now. I mean, I would hold off on the resistance all the way up until I would say the 20 area, 39.20. Okay. All right. Again, my charts have frozen, so don't. It's not going to give you a good. Okay, they're really annoying me right now. Are they back on? They're back on. Okay. I don't know what's going on with these charts, but they're hiccuping big time today. My charts. I don't know if anybody else's charts are, but mine are. All right, we are just kind of hanging here on the lows. Okay, we had a nice rotation. Like I said, our good resistance would be all the way at 39.20 right now. And next support level we have is down at the 79 area. All right, we're just kind of stuck in a little bit of a range here right now. Again, we have resistance up around the 39.20 area. You'd be, if it stops anywhere between there, it could. It's just that from a technical point of view, that looks like a better place for us. As you're getting some stops now to the upside, as one people who were short getting kind of stopped out. The weak shorts, they call those the weak shorts, right? Or the traders who are trading or basically scalping. All right, market continues to rally here a little bit. I think we got a little resistance around the 20 area. Either situation, you're always going to keep your stops in place. All right, we just kind of come up here to this upper level and just kind of hang in here now. The resistance around the 20 area. And right now, I mean, again, the support area coming back down, I would really, I mean, you could pick little areas here and there. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but then, I would probably, I mean, the best area that I would look for support would be down at the 79 area.